Hey guys, welcome to my shop. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made this router sled to cut in handles for a cutting board.
This is the cutting board I'm going to route handles into. I want the handles to be about 5 inches long, 1 inch wide, and 1 inch deep. After I found the center point of the board, I mark out where I wanted the handle to start and end. By measuring from each end of the board, I figured out that a 14-inch sled would give me just what I was looking for. I plan to clamp blocks on the edges of the board as stops for the sled. This is a scrap piece of maple from an old door jamb that I have. These will be the runners on the side of the sled. They also need to be 14 inches long, so I will cut them to length and then take them over to the jointer to true up two sides. The reason I'm using maple is that if I used the 1/2 inch plywood as runners, they wouldn't be very rigid and would have too much flex and play. And I need these runners to be very sturdy. Right here I'm marking out the center point of the sled base. Next I will remove the factory plastic base that is on the plunger portion of the router. I will use this base as a template to lay out the hole locations for the sled that I'm making. And then it's over to the drill press to make precise holes. Let me explain the math I was doing here. I took a measurement of the thickness of the cutting board. I divided that in half and then added 1/4 of an inch. The 1/2 inch bit that I'm using will only cut a 1/2 inch groove, and I want a 1 inch groove. So by adding 1/4 inch on both sides of the center line, it will give me that additional 1/2 inch I'm looking for. So I will set my calipers to 1.409 and use it to lay out the lines where I'll install the runners to the sled. Real quickly, I'm putting a center line down the middle of this board.
Alright guys, it looks like I made a mistake here. It's not a big deal, but I should have laid out my pencil lines before I drilled these holes, because the way it sits now, my runner is going to be right where I need to attach this base to the router. So I'm going to have to make some changes on the holes. I'll have some more holes than what I needed, but this is just going to be a one-time use for just this cutting board, so it's not a big deal. So I can change it up a little bit so that my runners won't be getting in the way. So I'll just have to drill some holes again. Adapt and overcome, right? Alright, so I got my new holes drilled. I'm gonna go ahead and countersink them. Now it's time to attach the runners to the base.
So now that we've attached the new sled to the router, we go over and drill a hole into it, and then it's ready to use.
Well, that's it, guys. If you liked this video, if you found it informative and helpful, please give it a thumbs up and a comment below. And please subscribe. I'll be uploading more videos and how-tos, DIYs, woodworking videos, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.
What do you think of this project, Bruce? Oh, thanks, bud.